Hi everybody, this is John Murray. I'm new to YouTube and I changed my channel name from Ancient Answers over to However Clever because Ancient Answers returns a large number of searches on YouTube. It's an overly common name and I get lost in all of that search. So that's why I changed my name. I still plan on doing mainly ancient videos, so please stay tuned. I haven't figured out why I can't fix my splash screen on my main page yet, but I'll do that as soon as possible. Phenomenal Travel Videos just did a fine video on many hundreds of mysterious small cutouts in what are called Ravana Rocks throughout an area of Sri Lanka. I'll post a link below. But nobody seems to know what was going on there. If you want a viable answer as to why they did that, stay tuned. First, let's take a side trip to explain that stuff.com. I quote them. What is Piezoelectricity? Squeeze certain crystals such as quartz and you can make electricity flow through them. The reverse is usually true as well. If you pass electricity through the same crystals, they squeeze themselves by vibrating back and forth. That's pretty much piezoelectricity in a nutshell. Next, let's take a short jaunt together to futurism.com, and I'll leave that link below as well, where it reads, researchers from a university in Finland have discovered the 3-in-1 material of renewable energy, so to speak. This one material can simultaneously extract energy from 3 of the most accessible renewable energy sources at our disposal: sunlight, heat, and movement. The material is from a family of minerals with a perovskite crystal structure. Perovskites are ferroelectric materials, which means they are filled with tiny electric dipoles similar to the tiny compass needles in a magnet. Accordingly, when ferroelectric materials experience temperature changes, their dipoles misalign and induce an electric current. Electric charge also accumulates depending on the direction in which the dipoles point. Certain regions attract or repel charges when the materials deform, which also generates current. End of quote. In his video, Phenomenal Travel Video states that the Indians say the ancients placed crystals into those holes. We can then see the following possible scenario. The crystals placed into the cutouts in the rock absorb the heat from the sun. Then the large rocks were strategically placed to catch the most sunlight at that time. The sun then heats up the crystals, and this induces the electric charge, from what I read to you above. Then, that electric charge passes through the rocks they are placed into, and this squeezes the rocks. From what I read to you above, when you pass electricity through a rock, it squeezes the rock at subatomic levels. And this then produces more electricity. Further, the more that this produces electricity, the more that electricity can then flow backwards into the crystal, perpetuating and multiplying a cyclic effect back and forth, a cyclic electrical effect. Theoretically, this should be possible, all generated by the sunlight. Edgar Cayce also said that the ancients used piezoelectric energy. If we look at that image, we then wonder, what is the larger cutout all about in the rock? I surmise that into that cutout the ancient placed a machine of some sort for collecting the piezoelectric energy and controlling the electrical reaction, kind of like a control center and a draw-off center for drawing the electricity. I've seen this kind of cutout set up before in numerous Brian Forrest videos and have conjectured then that this was what was going on there as well. So when I saw this one, it was quite clear to me what I believe was going on. In my recent series titled Ancients' Image, I talk about the sun energy and of Hermes writing about it on his famous emerald tablet, which I believe I may have decoded, and I would ask you to consider watching those videos. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and forward my videos to all your friends.